so that we can be here today and not worrying about our tomorrows, because they gave their today. That's what the Hispanic community, it shouts out to me. Patriotism, values of taking care of family, hard working, people who understand what the church means and the power of the values of the church. That's what the Hispanic community is. And I'm looking around and going, Republican values, Hispanic values. This is the home of the Hispanic in America, the Republican Party. Foundations of the state, fourth generation Texan. If we go back, how many of you watched that? I don't know. I think it was the second gubernatorial debate. And they asked the question, who was the first governor of Texas? Dun, dun, dun. I was like, ask me. And the answer was not correct. Not only was it not correct by the person that answered, it was also not correct by the panel of judges. They got it. The first governor of the state of Texas, his last name was Terran, a Spaniard. That's the long, historic Hispanic relationship in the state of Texas. You go all the way back to the 1600s for that first governor of the state of Texas. There is a Hispanic relationship and a tie of the Hispanic community to the state that goes back to before it was ever a state, before it was ever a republic, before it was anything other than Texas. That's the powerful relationship in this state that we have. And now, business leaders in your communities and people are making the decision about, where are we? We're not just taking the old party line and marching straight down the road anymore. We're making decisions about what is the best for my family, what is the best place for us to be for our business. And let me tell you, if you like to keep more of your money, you're going to be a Republican, because the Democrats want to take it and spend it on programs they think they know. That didn't take a PhD in political science from Harvard to figure out. I tell people, I say, listen, I'm just a little animal science major from Blood, Texas A&M. But I understand the principles of governing. They're really pretty simple. Again, number one, don't spend all the money. People always chuckle when I say that, but the simplicity of it is so powerful. We've left $8+ billion in our rainy day fund in the state of Texas. This last January of 2009, when we were back in that session, we saw the dark storm clouds of an economic challenge brewing out there. We saw Washington, D.C. spending untold billions of dollars that were going to put debt on our children. We saw this stimulus being poured down a proverbial rat hole. And we realized, don't spend all the money, because these clouds are ominous. They are not going to go away quickly. And that's good foresight. That's good vision. That's looking out over the horizon. Don't spend all the money. Have a tax and a regulatory policy that is fair and predictable. You don't think Samsung announced day before yesterday $3.6 billion expansion in Austin, Texas, that chip fabrication plant if they thought we were going to pull the regulations out from under them. No, they have been in Texas long enough to understand that there is a commitment to having fair and predictable regulations. When they invest that type of money, they know there's a good opportunity. They're going to get a return on that investment. They know, number 3 principle of governing, to have a legal system that does not allow for oversuing. They understand. Yes. Like Caterpillar, like Medtronics, that over the course of the last 24 months have moved major operations to the state of Texas. Along with, you saw how many. I mean, we created more jobs than any other state in the nation over the last decade by a substantial amount. They understood the 4th principle of governing. Was that in Texas they have invested in an accountable public school system. So we know that whether it's those technologically educated, skilled workers that Caterpillar is going to need to build those engines, or Medtronic that's building that medical device in San Antonio, or Samsung, they know that the skilled workforce will be here. That's it. That's it. Those 4 simple things.